guitar if it doesn't stay in tune right. I don't suggest you play with that at all at this moment. Can you get a tremolo system with this? You get a little tremolo bar with this guitar?
I didn't see they give him that. We have to buy that extra, or?
No. I don't know. I don't know what comes with this guitar. They have a place for it, and the bridge is. See, it's a bridge that has a tremolo bar on it.
Oh, I don't know.
I'll ask them about it. Okay. Now, first of all, I'm gonna tune it for you too, because now. All yours. Now, did y'all get any picks when?
They didn't give us that.
These don't come with the guitar. They usually make you buy them. Here's a pick.
You want to go out and ask them?
That's all right. Don't worry about it. I'll buy them by the gross. Because I can have 144 of them, and I will lose 143 of them in one day.
Oh,
and
really?
I'll hold on to that last pick for as long as I can hold on to it. But it's just picks. I mean, I got them all in my pockets all the time.
Oh.
So it's not yet a pick. Now, today we're not going to be able to learn how to play too much. I'm going to show you something that you can play something. Okay. What I also want to show you is you're going to have to do some studying this week. Okay. I know that you want to play guitar, but you have to learn a few things before you can play it. Okay. And this is really important because you really want to understand what you're doing with this thing. So first off, the first thing we're going to learn is the names of the strings. Okay, because we got 6 strings. Each string has a different name, and we have to learn those. Okay, so starting from this first string. Which string did I tell you was the first string? You remember? There we go. Okay, that's string number 1. All right. String number 1 is right here. See, watch this. See on this book? See we have a 1 right there and a 6 right here? Yeah, there we go. You got it. You understand that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, see these letters right here? Those are the names of the strings when they're open. When I play it just like that, when I take the string, if I take the string and do this, I'm not playing anything. I'm just open. We call it an open string because that's not open, that's closed. That's open. Alright. So the open string, the first one down here, is an E. Okay? Second string is, you look at it. Second string is what? Now, see the numbers here? Okay, that's the first string. You said it was E. What's the second string?
B.
There you go. Which one's your second string? Very good. Third string is what?
G.
G, okay. Then the next one?
D.
All right. Then the next one?
A.
And what's the top one? All right. See, if you look at this now. Look at the first string and the sixth string. They're both E's. So whatever I do on this string, whatever notes you play here, if you played it the same thing here, it would be the same note. Different pitch, but the same letter. In other words, right now, that would be, where am I at? This is C sharp. Well, that's a C sharp too. This is an A right here. Well, that's an A right there too, because it's the same name string. See, like this. That's an A. That's an E note. E note. If I play A here, if I do this, both A's, because they're the same name string. Okay. So really, you only have to learn 5 because 2 are the same. Okay. Now, that's one thing I would like you to study for this week, is to learn the names of those 6 strings. Can you do that for me? Okay. If you do that, that would be really good because we can move on from there. Okay. Now, really don't want to get into this today because you're not going to understand it yet. Okay, I'm going to give you something. I'm going to let you be able to play something this week. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to learn two things on your guitar today, so that you can at least make something sound like music. Okay. What we're going to do first is we're going to learn what we call a couple of chords. Now, when I play one note, I'm just playing notes, okay? But if I do something like this, that's a whole chord, okay? So what I'm going to teach you today is how to play a C chord, and then a G chord, okay? That's what we're going to do. Now, what I want you to do is, give your hand here. Now, when you put your hand on your neck, okay, you have to stretch your fingers a little bit because it's going all the way down to here. All right? Okay. What I want you to do is take this finger, put it on that second string on the first fret. Second string, that's the third string. Right there. Okay. Now, this is another thing that you're going to have to be aware of. Your fingers are going to start hurting for a while. Okay? Not today, but in about a week, his fingers are going to really, well, and maybe a day or two, if he plays enough on it, it'll start hurting his fingers. Don't get upset. It happens to everybody, but it goes away. So don't get discouraged and get frustrated because your fingers hurt, because it's not going to happen. It's not going to last forever. Okay? But I just want you to know that they're going to hurt for a while because they're going to get like this.
Callus?
Feel the tip of those fingers. Pretty hard, aren't they? Well, that's what these are going to do. And they see, they don't hurt me. I just sit there and play like this all day long. Okay? All right, so what I want you to do is take this thumb, put it right behind here. Take that finger. Now, when you do that, I want you to go straight on, like this. Straight on like this. Not flat like that. Okay? Second string. Okay? Now, you got to bend it because you don't want to hit the string. See, you hitting this, see what I mean? You want to get it in there so that that string can ring too, okay? So, let me see something here. Let me go for a second. He might need to trim his fingernails a little bit. Okay. Because what's happening is his nails getting there before the finger is. Okay. So the fingertips are not touching the strings. Okay. Okay. I'm going to try anyway. We'll see if we can get it done. Now, what I want you to take this hand, okay, you're going to take, here's the pick. This is what we call pick. All right, put it in your hand. I want you to hold. There you go. That's great. That's a good holding position. Now hold it where you won't lose it. I don't want it to fall out of your fingers, okay? There you go. Now, I want you to take 3 strings and just go straight down. Strum all 3. Okay. Okay, what you gotta do now, try it one more time. There you go. But you see what I had to do to make that string ring? I had to hold your hand for a minute. That means you're not squeezing hard enough. Now try it again. And here you do it. Okay. Let me see something here. Okay, that was just your finger doing that. Okay, but listen. This is what we're gonna lay a good foundation to where you're gonna learn how to play. When you put your fingers on the strings, okay. When you go to put your finger like right here, you see how my finger is? It's coming into the string with a bent finger. Like that, okay? It's not laying flat, but here's the deal. When I play those 3 strings, all 3 have to ring. I gotta hear all of them. But when you put your finger right here and you lay it down, you touch the string and then I can hear it. You see what I mean? Because the bottom of my finger is touching this string. And we want that string to ring, and if I touch it, it won't. See? It doesn't ring. And if I do this, then they all ring, okay? So, here's your job for this week. You're going to have to learn where to put your fingers so that the strings can ring out. All right? Let's try this again. Put your hand around here. I want you to put your on the first fret. Now, you put it up high enough. Right? As I put the finger up high enough so that you know you're not touching the string underneath. You don't want to touch that. And you want to come straight on this way. Not like this. Not laying flat. Straight on. Okay? Now, let's put your thumb back there. Squeeze as hard as you can and play those 3 strings lightly. You did it. They rang. There you go. Okay. All right. Try it again. Now squeeze hard. see what I mean? When I lift that up, it's not touching no more. But right now you're touching it. And that's because this hand was not, just because you weren't like this, you were leaning like this. So you're touching the string. But when you did this, you can't, everything rang. There you go, try that. Slightly. Very good. And now, here's the thing. This is very important, okay? When you put your finger there, do that again for me. Very good. When you do it, I want you to strum it like you just did, okay? But after you do that, I want you to take this pick. I want you to go 1, 2, 3. And every one of them should ring like that first one. That's pretty good. You got to squeeze a little harder. Take the hand out. Got to get it off that bottom string. You cannot touch this bottom string for any reason, okay? Now I know you can do it because you've already done it twice. So I know you can do it. You just let know the other thing. Let me show you something else. When you play those, okay, that's something I didn't even tell you about. You see these middle bars here? We call those frets. Okay? F-R-E-T-S, frets. The bars are called frets, but when we say play the first fret, we mean play in between them. Don't play on the fret. We don't want to put our fingers, when we play in the middle. Not here, not here. You see what happens? See, listen to this. Okay. And this is when it just sounds right. You hear it? But when you're on the fret, it does this. It doesn't ring. That rings. Okay? See, back here too, same thing. It'll buzz, but it doesn't ring. So you want to stay in the middle. Okay? You put that finger there and you just, it sounds just like that. Okay? That's the first one. The second one I'm going to give you is a little easier because you're going to be on the bottom string now. Let's try this one. Hold your guitar again. Take that first finger. No, I don't want to do the first finger. I want the third finger. I want you to put the third finger right here. Okay? Get your thumb up here so you can hold it. I want you to hold on to that guitar neck. Don't. Keep your thumb behind where your fingers are. Don't lay your thumb over here and put your fingers over here. Put your thumb there too. That's what you're going to squeeze against. Okay? Put your, on the first. Now, just make sure it only touches one string. Don't touch the one above. There you go. 3 strings again. Now they're ringing. Okay. Now listen to me. That's called a G chord. Can you say that? G chord. Okay, that's a G chord. Now can you go back and play the other one I showed you? You remember what you do? First finger on the first fret, second string. That string, okay? And then play those 3. That was good. Hey, that was good. You got all 3. You see, you're playing already. Now listen, that's called a C chord. See that?
C chord.
C chord and a G chord. Okay? Can you practice those this week for me? And you're going to learn the names of those strings for me too. And then next week we'll go on and we'll start on how to play notes with our guitar, okay? Practice those 2 chords and learn the names of your strings. Now, play those chords a lot, okay? Because I want those fingers to harden up. Now, besides just playing it like this, you can play it with this finger, first string, and you can play it with this finger, second string, first fret, and this finger, first fret. Okay, you can do any finger because I want you to play with all of them. You can do this. See what I'm talking about? So you try all 3 of them. You get all 3 of them hard. Then the same thing with the G. You can do this. See these fingers here? Watch. Play with any finger. Any finger. Okay? That way you get used to playing with every finger. And that's what we want to do. Okay? So will you practice those 2 chords and learn the notes? Alright? You're going to try to make every string, those first 3 strings, when you play the chord, make every string ring. Make sure they ring and they're not hitting the other strings, okay? Alright? And I'll see you next week, 5 o'clock, 5:30. 5:30. Okay? So you're going to really practice that for me, huh? Okay. Now you asked me about a strap. Okay? For his size, you probably want one.
Yeah.
Because I'm afraid that the heaviness is, he's not going to